So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and welcome back to another video. Today we are up here in what I refer to as the Mountain Meadow here on state game land. It's not too far from Soltara State Park here in Lebanon County. I come up to this area pretty much every year at this time. Today is September 26th. You can see the goldenrod blooming back there. It's a beautiful place up here. So I had a nice little nap this afternoon. It's one of those naps where you just gonna, take a nap for half an hour and you wake up 2 hours later. It's one of those, but I needed it. Kind of struggling with a little bit of a sickness last couple days. Kind of feeling tired, but feel better now. But anyway, this video is not about me. It's about the Mountain Meadow. It's all full of the beautiful goldenrod. There's a cluster of butterflies we're gonna check out right there in a moment. We're gonna head down this trail. More goldenrod. In years past, there's been like a ton of milkweed up there. We look for monarch, caterpillars. Yeah, we're just gonna go for a nice little walk, see all we can find. But check out this up here. There's a whole cluster of these. These are called sulfur butterflies. Oh, there they fly off. I'm not sure what they're after right there. Look at all of them. Almost look like leaves, like fluttering in the wind a little bit. Must be something there they're interested in. Yeah, look, almost like yellow leaves fluttering in the wind. Yeah. All this beautiful goldenrod. I think last year I was up here, I found a snake right in one of these logs too. But anyway. You also kind of bees and things we can find. A lot of times there's spiders, small and big ones. Oh, there's a monarch. Right in there. Flying around. You can see it. Try to zoom in on it up here. Here it is. Cool. There's the monarch. So where there's an adult, there should be young ones. There's somebody hopping away from me. A little grasshopper. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I haven't even made it far from the Jeep at all. All kinds of stuff to see already. I know you can find like the little tiny crab spiders living on top of these. They blend in perfectly. It's a bit breezy today, so we're having trouble finding what we're looking for. That's fine. Yeah, the little crab spiders, they wait on here for like, a smaller bee or fly to land and to get them. Some years I've been here, I found like really big spiders too, like those yellow and black garden spiders, big ones in here. All right, but let's start heading down the road here. Rush. It's almost 2:30, so I could spend several hours out here if I want to. But look at all the goldenrod growing up there. And there are some power lines up here. No one lives up here currently, but I've talked about this place in the past. We've gone exploring up here. People used to live up here. I know years ago I explored a dump down that way, and down that way we found some interesting stuff too already. Found an old like World War II era Jeep down there, the remains of one, some other foundations. Yeah, because right up here the power line ends. One branch goes down there and one down there to where there used to be houses. And then the one year I was out here, might have been like 2 years ago, I met some people whose, I think it was their grandmother used to live here. They didn't currently live here in Pennsylvania. They were, I don't know, from like Connecticut or something, but they came here just to look around for remains of their grandmother's house. That was neat. They were telling me where they remember when the house was here. They're just pointing out where things were, where it used to be around here. But here and there are some remains. We're not going to focus on that today. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll come back in the wintertime, look for some of that stuff again. It's always fun looking around. But here's more of all this beautiful yellow goldenrod. Oh, there's a bee on there, a little honeybee. Busy doing his thing. It's kind of a race against time for these guys as the winter months approach. Where is he? There he is. Well, that is not a bee. Oops, blurring out. That is some kind of beetle there. Now the wind's blowing. Here are some of these, I think these are milkweed beetles, but I think these are in the larval stage yet. Look at them all clustered on. Oops, that's blurring out. There we go. Look at all of them on there. They're kind of in the shade there a little bit. Yeah, because you can see their tiny little stub of a wing, those black stubs, those are their wings. When they do one more molt into adults, those will be their wings. Oh. Yeah, so it's a bit breezy today up here, which makes filming these guys a little difficult sometimes, because then the goldenrod wants to bloom, but it also feels really good. It's a bit warm today. All right, yeah, it's just fun just walking up here, taking your time. There's another monarch, filming what you can. And the monarch flew off. I think we'll catch up to it up here somewhere, but yeah, look at all this, just thick with the goldenrod. Beautiful. Still some milkweed growing. One right there. Yeah, full of the little honeybees. I'll check it out. We don't have a monarch caterpillar, but we got a fuzzy fella down there. Not sure what kind he is. Oh, he senses something big nearby. Cool. Almost looks like one of those woolly bears, just lacks the black ends. Let him go about his day. And just looking back where we came from. Here's an old apple orchard up here too. I found our monarch again. All those beautiful purple flowers. That I don't know if that's focusing there. That might be New England aster. That's beautiful. I think we're focused now. Oh, there's. You can hear the crickets out there. There's another monarch. Oh, there's several out here. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this is beautiful purple. Let me zoom in on that one out there. Where are you, monarch? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. Oh, flies off. But that is a beautiful, like, color combination of those beautiful purples and yellows all in the same spot here. I see another monarch up there, way up there. Oh, that's not focused. There we go. I think that's focused. Kind of an odd angle to us there. There's another one off this side here. There we go. Yeah, and then this is the old apple orchard. One apple on this side, or apple tree. Don't see any apples this year. Sometimes there are. Oh, actually, that's not an apple tree. Those are some kind of berries that are growing on there. So maybe most of these are not, but some of them are. Got the white, the yellow, and the purple there. Yeah, let me show you the berries. These are not apple trees. I don't know if the Game Commission might have planted these here. Yeah. I know. I did one of these years. Maybe I did eat apples along here one year. So, anyway. Wow, yeah, just so much to see. Some other trails we could take too. Yeah, not many milkweed plants yet. Well, there's some here, and there's one right down there. Getting a little bit late for caterpillars, but yeah, some years there's been like whole fields of milkweed. Not really seeing that right now. Definitely plenty of adults, the monarchs, but I don't know. I feel like I remember this field right here being just almost all milkweed. Like a little monarch caterpillar nursery. We do have some berries down here. Some orange ones. These are poisonous though. Poisonous. This is a horse nettle. They can be confused with ground cherries, but ground cherries have a paper husk around them, and these don't. So these are horse nettle. So don't eat those. So we could go up that way, but I think we'll stay here. I think there might be a trail that winds its way around back to this one. We'll see. Let's just head down here. And you can smell the flowers too. This little road keeps on going that way. I think I do see a mowed path going to head that way though. Yeah, we're going to head that way in a bit. This is new to me. The William McTavish Habitat Project. Ruffed Grouse Society. Huh. That's new. It's been a while since I've been on this road. Actually, if you keep going, it's kind of, you can take like a back way to the Bordner cabin in Swatara State Park. Maybe we should do that again sometime, but yeah. Alright, but I'm losing focus. Let's go this way. Oh wow, look at that. That is just beautiful. It's a sea of just yellow and the blue sky with the green forest. Like wow. That might be my thumbnail shot right there. Alright, well let's go this way. This should wind us around along the edge of the woods. Back up to meet up with the old road again. Yeah. I mean, it's just full of honeybees and stuff. Like, this is what they need for the end of the year. You know, they're working on storing up enough honey, you know, for the winter. They need like an abundance of flowers. I wonder if they sell goldenrod honey. I know you can buy different types of honey, like buckwheat honey and clover honey. Can't say I've ever seen goldenrod honey. Who knows, maybe it doesn't taste good or it's something like that, but there are different types of honeys. It's more monarchs way out there. Yeah, so plenty of adult monarch butterflies. Yeah, and they will soon be migrating. You know, the monarchs don't stay here in Pennsylvania. They migrate down, I think somewhere in Mexico. They spend the winter down there. So they're getting the energy they need to do that soon. So I want to show you this. Oh, he's not posing for us. Where are you going? You coming back, buddy? So that is not a bee. I know it looks like one. But that's what you call it. They fly away. They're called bee flies. They go by other names too. Now he's gone. There's another one. They look like bees. They mimic bees. But that keeps them safe. If they would stop flying away from me, I could film them. There's one. Focus. I'll try to find some others, but the main way to tell the difference is the eyes. They have, you know, eyes have those eyes. Flies have those big eyes that kind of almost connect at the top, one with the other, whereas bees have separate, smaller eyes set further apart from each other. That's one way. But at first glance, it looks like a little honeybee. But they're actually flies. I am trying to find those little spiders too, as well as like big ones. Like I said, they hide in these flowers. They're camouflaged in them. There's a mature milkweed beetle. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll just show it to you right now, actually. Oh, and there he is. So the other ones we saw were nymphs. Oh, that's not focused. There we go. This is what the adult would look like. Pretty sure it's the same beetle or bug. Even where I was going with that is that there could be a spider, large or small, in any one of these flowers out here. At least thousands and thousands of flowers. So if you're a little bee or fly or some other kind of bug, I mean, this is food for you, food that you need, but it could also be death for you, depending on which one you land. And you don't know which one they're on, unless you're super good at seeing them. But the spiders, they're camouflaged and just waiting for you to arrive. So to us, this is beautiful. You know, but for the insects, you know, it's their life, but it's also, for a lot of them, it's their death out here too. They don't know. Imagine that. You know, for us, that would be like opening the refrigerator, not knowing if there's gonna be like, you know, a giant spider in the fridge waiting to, like, as soon as you open it up, just grab you and pull you in and, you know, suck your insides out. You know, hey, maybe you know, only 1 in 100 fridges has a giant spider in it, but you never know. The one you might open that day might be the one that has the giant spider in it. You don't know. But you gotta eat. You gotta eat. Or opening the cupboard. Same with opening the cupboards or something, you know. You gotta eat, but at the same time, it might be your day to go too. Alright, so we have a choice. A trail could go down that way, or this would take us back to the road. I feel like, let's see what time it is. Only 3 o'clock. Maybe? I don't know. Is this a trail? Maybe we'll just go. Maybe we're kind of focusing on the flowers in the meadow, but maybe we'll go exploring just a little bit. I believe years ago I was back this way. I think this is the trail that might take you, like I said, the back way to Bordner's cabin. You actually take the tunnel under Interstate 81, which you can kind of hear in the distance. And maybe we'll just go for a little walk. I don't really have a plan today. Like I said, I kind of woke up from my longer than expected nap. Just kind of thinking about heading out here. I'm just kind of planning to get out here a little bit earlier than I did though. But I needed that nap. Yeah, but this is an old road too. There are piles of stones here and there. Those might just be piled up by the farmers that used to live back here. Or it could be something else. But you can see it's definitely an old road. I remember finding some potential foundations back here years ago, but I've been to so many places that my memories just kind of bleed together sometimes, I think. I feel myself being drawn further and further out this way. Alright, I think I'm going to head back here. I mean, this keeps going on. But it's just if we keep on going, this kind of deserves its own video, its own exploration, but you can hear the interstate traffic. It's just on the other side of this hill here. We're kind of up on a mountain. The interstate's kind of down. But there are some interesting valleys up here, like ravines and stuff, streams flowing through, even like a waterfall or two. Kind of off the beaten path back there. So let's head back to our meadow for now. Back to the meadow. So if we stay straight, that should take us back to the old road. We had coming off this little side trail here. Yeah, a lot more of those butterflies, the sulfurs and the white ones are called cabbage butterflies. Both are actually introduced species from Europe, but and then back to our gravel road. Up that way is where we parked. Kind of went down that way, down the woods, into the woods a little bit, and then we're making our way around. Alright, I'm almost back to my Jeep, so I think I'll end the video here. Just a beautiful little walk up here in the Mountain Meadow here in the late afternoon. Like I said, just kind of took it easy today. Gotta do that every now and then. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me. Enjoy these beautiful days that we have yet before it gets cold, folks. The snow is coming. The snow, the ice, the cold. But anyway, it all has its own beauty too. But anyway, thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one.